What's good, guys? You're on the Link Up, and of course, today's guest is absolutely amazing. Is one of those artists you never saw coming, showed up, and has refused to go, which is perfect. Ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen, welcome, Khaid.
gang,
How you
gang.
feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. How are you?
Nice to finally have you on the show.
Yeah,
I tried
thank
to
you for
reach out
having me.
when you dropped your first hit record with you,
Oh yeah,
right? Yeah, but
I'm at
quality
that
beats.
time it
Yeah,
was
but it's
really
nice to have you here, man, because
yeah.
you have
Thank
another
you.
banger that's topping charts.
Yeah, for sure. It's
How does that
good.
feel? How does that feel?
Um, it feels great. I feel really blessed actually. Yeah, to have something top the chart this amount again. Yeah,
Again, I like that. Again, okay,
yeah,
okay, yeah, because it's facts. Um, where do I begin? Now, you're in 2023 releasing music. You're tussling for top of the charts with certain guys you might have looked up to at certain points in time.
yeah, yeah,
Right? That's your reality, and you
yeah.
can't
That's
change
it.
it. You know
I can't
exactly.
actually.
And you're also now in the space where other people are looking forward to, doing what you're doing as well. So,
Yeah, I guess
hence,
so.
inspiring the inspirers or whatever. But how does it really feel to own your space in music in Nigeria?
It feels great. First of all, I never saw this coming. It's just like, oh, let me just try this out and see how it is. So like owning my own space just give me that type of leverage. Like, okay, yo, you're here. You have to continue. So it keeps me like on check type stuff. Yeah. Basically just kept me on my toes.
Now, early parts. Correct me if I'm wrong. Were
Yeah.
you a trap artist or?
Yeah, definitely. I wasn't really big on Afrobeat and singing.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to say singing was for girls,
Oh,
females.
really?
Yeah. I used to feel like singing was for females. Then at a particular time I started like really diving into singing, but I started doing it like in the trap way, the melodic trap
Yeah.
type
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, then from there, when I go into the record label and stuff, they were like, okay, you have to do something like Afrobeat. I had to just sit
Was
down
that
and
hard for you?
yeah, that's why my first single still has that element of trap in it.
Yes.
Yeah, so I just had to like continue with the process, just like be open minded to different type of stuff actually because I was open minded to okay, let's try this out. At first, I was like, nah, that's not really how I want to come into the Nigerian market scene.
Mm.
But getting to do more Afrobeat songs, actually, like I started enjoying it. Like, yo, this is actually a vibe.
So does that mean you've completely left the trap side of you?
Nah, 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 no. I got trap songs every day. Like, if I'm just less busy, I come up with trap songs, and I
So what do
got.
you do with them?
I'm going to release them.
When?
Yeah, this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
This year.
Okay. 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 I'm sure a
Yeah, I
lot of
got
people can't
something.
wait.
Yeah,
But
I got
are you
something for
sure
my trap fans.
are you sure management will love that because
My
Afrobeat is killing.
management, yeah, they definitely dive into every sound I bring up. Like they're like, okay, we can release this for this. Let's see how the turn up will be.
Mm.
And the trap side of me, for me releasing a trap song and it gets to number 16 on the Apple Music chart,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, people actually listen to this.
Yes.
Yeah, so we are definitely going to release like a trap EP or something this year.
Okay, got you. Now
Yeah.
let's know more about Cade before he blew up and
Oh,
before the signing.
all right.
Right? How long have you been an artist for? How long were you an artist for before you got signed? And what was the biggest struggle at the time for you?
Before I got signed,
Yeah.
yeah, I started writing my own songs at the age of 13, 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where in the U.S., Nigeria? Where?
Nah, I'm a shibiri boy or job boy.
Ah, really? Okay. I just think maybe you did Yankee.
No,
I'm
for
messing.
the struggle, you just have to.
No, no, I'm messing.
Yeah,
Okay.
so at first I was really like on this street pop type stuff.
Oh, really?
Leaf Roche, Leaf
Oh,
Roche,
okay.
Liski. I actually looked up to those people at a particular time. But discovering like the trap side of me, I'm like, oh, this side is different and it's sweet and it's something that I feel like, yeah, I can
Was
be
it
my.
easier to make?
Yeah, trap was kind of the Afro pop and the street pop stuff for me was like, okay, I grew up in this place, so this is what I got used to listening. This is what I got used to growing up. So I started doing it, and obviously I was kind of good doing it. and everybody in my street was like, "Oh, we like this, we like this." But discovering the trap side of me, I'm like, "Yo, I don't want to do. I want to do what these people know me." Like, we'll say, "Oh, look at that kid is from the street boys, like killing the
It's
trap
fresh.
stuff."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, "Oh, yeah, let me do it," and I was doing it. At a particular time, Rema came up, and I was like, "Oh, look at this guy doing like the same type of stuff that I'm doing."
So you've been doing it before Rema blew up.
Yeah, 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 definitely. I've
Gotcha.
been on the trap stuff before. When I saw him, I was like, "Oh, definitely, I'm definitely doing this."
Because he blew up with it.
Yeah, I'm like, this kid is like vibing like me. I like, that's cool. I'm like, oh, I want to do like this trap
Did you?
stuff
So
for real,
did
for real.
he inspire you, or did he give you the courage to say, you know what, I'll continue with this path?
Rema actually gave me that vibe of, oh, let me continue with what I'm doing. It's definitely going to prosper.
So you had doubts.
Yeah, I had doubts at first because the Nigerian music scene didn't have nobody doing trap. But I had doubts, but I still stuck to the trap stuff because I do listen to a lot of trap people every day.
Mm.
So I'm like, oh, this kid is doing trap. This guy is doing trap. Oh, it seems it's working. Oh. Let me just keep on with my stuff.
And you did it.
Yeah, definitely.
So how were you discovered?
How was I discovered? I think through Instagram, I actually did a trap freestyle. That day I was supposed to do like an Afrobeat street pop type stuff. And I was like, yo, I want to do a trap freestyle. I posted it on my Instagram page when I was done. And
When you were what?
when I was done doing it.
Oh, you were done. Oh, I thought you said when I was stoned.
No,
Yeah,
no, no,
sorry.
no, no. When I was done doing it.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, yeah, that's cool. Couple weeks later, I was in my workshop because I was a mechanic. Then I
Wait,
go
bro,
again.
hold on, bro. You're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just drop a bombshell. You were a mechanic.
Yeah, I was a mechanic.
Okay. Let's finish this and then we'll touch on that.
Okay. Yeah, I was a mechanic.
How I don't see you for mechanic cloth. I don't see it.
Cause that is what I'm trying to. I was about this life when I was in the street, so I was like, oh, I want this people to see me this way, and thank God
Oh.
everybody's seeing me this way. Nobody believes I'm a mechanic.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was a mechanic, and I got a DM from Sydney Tucker, and I actually thought it was a fake account, so I didn't bother to just like go through
Yeah,
it.
but he has been verified since.
Yeah, nah, it wasn't verified at that time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't verified at that time. I just saw Sydney Tucker liked your stuff. Like, he liked the freestyle, the trap freestyle, and he commented. And I was like, probably one of those fake account. Then I just finished up with my work, and when I went through my phone, I tapped on the account, and I saw 1 million followers. I was like, oh,
And the
I'm
real
made for
Sydney
life.
Tucker. Did he send you a did he send you a DM?
Yeah, I actually wanted to go and text him like, yo, thank you so much for liking my stuff. Because at that time, my mind was like, oh, Sydney Tucker, Davido.
Really?
Yeah. I like, yo, can you please let me show my stuff too? And I saw he sent a message already. And I was like, oh, that's
What did he
cool.
say?
He said, your fire king. Yeah, something like that. And I was like, oh. And we actually just went back and forth, and I ended up going to his house. And we actually came up with some couple songs the first day I went to his house about an EP.
Really?
About 5 songs, 5 trap songs and everything. I was like, oh, so I can actually be this productive. Because like seeing a celebrity, I was gingered of like, yo, I keep myself here.
Did he when you went to the house, were you going there with the intention of getting signed? Did you have
No,
you guys have a conversation about
No, I
signing
was
you or
just
anything?
going there. At first, my mindset was when I get there, the only thing I wanted to do was just to take a picture with him. And there was one of his car that I do see online.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I'm going to do a freestyle with this car. That was my only intention at that time because I was so low-minded from the streets and everything. So I was like, oh, I'm just going to take a picture with his car and everything. Getting there, freestyling and doing everything. At the end of the day, we were about to go home, and he was like, yo, you're signed. I was like, I'm signed. Like, I don't get it since my ear is failing me.
I never finished the Toyota Camry.
I swear. Yeah, at that time I was having some issues in my mechanic shop, and I was like, oh, this is not where I'm supposed to be. And going to his house that day, and he was like, you're signed. It's just like, wow, I thank God answered my prayers. Yeah, it just told me I was signed, and
So
we
at what point did you feel like you were signed?
at what point I
It's
think
one thing for you to hear it. It's another thing
thing
for
for
you
me
to
to
put pen to
feel it.
paper. It's another thing for you to feel it. It's another thing for you to
Yeah,
release the music, get the acceptance.
yeah,
It's a whole process.
yeah.
Yeah.
I felt I was signed at the time. He actually had took everything we had freestyle and show everybody like around him like, yo, this is who I want to sign. This is who I want to sign. Yeah. So at that time I was still like trying to hold myself like, is this true or not? Then he was like, oh, so I'll get a place for us to start staying right now. And I'm like, whoa, now I'm really signed.
Oh, really? Like he
Yeah,
got you a place immediately?
yeah.
Oh,
Like,
damn.
yo, I'm really signed right now. Yeah, that was the point I knew, okay, this is something serious. Before the pen and papers and everything, it's more like a family stuff. Yeah.
Yo. And you're together till date.
Yeah, 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 definitely.
And that's fantastic, man.
Yeah,
Honestly.
it's great.
Now, let's skirt back to you being a mechanic. I want to hear about it
Oh,
really though, because one of the reasons why I like to tell or I like to have people tell their stories, especially when they popped or when they blown, is a form of reflection. One, and then two, to actually motivate a lot of people.
yeah,
Do you get what I mean?
yeah,
I see people actually send messages and say, "Oh, you know what? Oh, I saw this person's story. I saw this person's story. I'm motivated." You know what
yeah,
I mean? All that type of stuff. You saw other people's story that motivated you.
yeah.
Yeah, and now you're here. So tell me
Oh,
about that period. Why were you a mechanic first?
okay. So at first, I did a lot of like handwork before I finally fell into the mechanic. Because
What other stuff did you
at
do?
a particular time in my life, I was a painter. I was painting walls with my senior bro. We
Wow.
actually go at a particular time. I was
Like paint houses?
yeah, paint houses,
Oh.
interiors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at a particular time in my life, I was a barber. I was barbing. Yeah,
What?
yeah, I was a barber.
Dumb.
I do still barb.
You be complete hustler.
It was just like I'm done with secondary school and I definitely didn't want to go to university.
Huh.
So I'm like, okay, I need to do something to actually make my dad say, okay, this boy is working. So first of all, I fell in love with drawing. So the painting was kind of fun for me. Yeah, I was doing it with my senior bro. At a particular time in my life, I didn't have nothing to do. I was always around my friends that were barbing, that barb hair and everything. So I was like, okay, I could learn this stuff too. And it wasn't as if I was saying, okay, I want to learn it. I just kept my eyes down anytime I went to their side or anytime I'm around them that they're barbing. And from there, I just started like,
So you were barber, you were painter,
yeah,
and then you
and
became
I landed in the mechanic
mechanic
shop
workshop. So what
before.
were you doing there? Were you the one buying amala or were you the one actually loosening
No,
bolts
no, I
and
was the
stuff?
one actually listening because at that time I just needed something because I finished with my WAEC and everything and I didn't really pass my core subject and I was like trying to
What was the
like
core subject?
literature.
Ah, got
I
you.
wanted to go for mass comm because
Mm.
somebody lied to me. It was 2 years and I was like, thank God, I won't really I won't really
Bro,
waste time
that's
there.
crazy.
I won't really waste time there. I didn't want to go to the university at that time. I was like, oh, I want to face music because I knew something was going to come up with music, and I was like, okay, let me do mass comm. It's 2 years. Then I failed the core subject, and I lied to my dad. I didn't need the core subject to get into mass comm. At
Yeah.
that time, we had some little struggles at home, so it was like, okay,
But
just chill for now.
how does it feel now?
Ha-
It's
um,
different. You're signing
yeah,
checks, bro. No?
yeah, definitely. And I still want to go to school though. Right
Huh.
now, I feel like okay, I not like I got some things going on online, but it's not like that feel.
Like physically being in school.
Yeah, I do still want to
Will
go
you be
to.
going to school like is it Rema? Yeah.
No, yeah, I probably would. I don't know.
Yeah.
I probably would.
Show up like once a semester.
No,
No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. No, but now looking at that and looking at now, if you were to change one thing, what would it be?
looking at then and looking at now, I think if I was to change one thing, I think doubting myself
Mm.
because I really doubted myself. Actually, at first when I started with the trap something. People were like, "Yo, what did they do? You were doing this before. What you can't do now?" But I had people that stuck with me like, "Yo," because they are my G's. They are like, "Yo, this trap stuff you're doing is very hard. Like it's hard, bro. If you continue with this stuff and you eventually blow up with this stuff, like you're gone." I'm like, "Oh, yeah." So I will probably change that to myself. Yeah,
That's crazy. Lovely,
yeah.
lovely. Now, this year, 2023, what's the plan?
This year like this, I
Because
want
you
to.
guys are pulling up with serious surprises. So
This year like
I'm
this,
I'm getting the I might drop album energy from you. Is it, are we on that?
like this. Now, I want to invade the industry like
You say invade.
because like this, we are taking no stops actually,
Hmm.
no stops. Yeah, after this Jolie, we got some things coming up. Couple songs recorded, everything. Just waiting for the perfect time. We see everywhere is going down. Another one.
Okay. Now, I want to ask you a very weird question, but I'm sure a lot of people want to hear this.
Yeah.
What is it like being? What is Sydney Talker like as a label CEO?
That guy, that man, I don't understand. Like he's
Because
like,
there's an image. There was
yeah,
an image first,
yeah,
which was happy. He is blowing a lot of records
yeah, definitely.
himself. Hey, there'll be like three. Him.
Yeah,
Oh, come on, man.
Okiki,
Okiki and
DFT,
there was
Nasty
one more
Black.
person. Nasty. Yes, and Nasty Black.
Yeah,
Three of them. They dance to your record. You're good. They don't. You don't know worry. The song
yeah,
don't go. Do you get what I mean? So now
yeah,
having his own label, right, and calling the shots for stuff, and you being the artist,
yeah.
how do you see him now?
Um, I still see him like a senior bro to me, cause I didn't really have that relationship with my senior bro like that. So, and it's a relationship I have with him.
Hmm.
So I see him as like a senior bro to me. Yeah. And again, the CEO part, I think everybody outside sees the CEO part of him, but I still see like the family part of him most because he's the type that, yo, we're family. You can literally just come, yo, you never do this one, you never do this one. Wait till you want to do like this, where you go like go. That type stuff. I'm like, oh, it's something that we've been through like right from when I was signed. So I don't really get to see like the business part of him, but I know he got a business part. I do see it every day, but for me, the
It's just
relationship I
love.
have with him, yeah, it's just love and everything. Yeah, basically.
Fantastic. Okay, okay. Now, so is that album coming this year? Is there an album?
My management, I don't,
Management, is the album coming?
I don't, I don't,
Please,
I
we
don't
can
know.
turn the camera to face you people.
They
Is
can
the album
decide
coming?
tomorrow. They can decide
Management.
tomorrow. Let's release an album.
Anything can happen. Say what? Say what?
Anything can happen. Oh. Tomorrow we
Okay.
can just drop two albums at the same time. You guys should can listen.
Is there a video to your current hit record?
Yeah, definitely,
And
definitely.
how far has it gone?
It's not out yet, but we
Oh,
have the
okay.
video down, and it's coming time. It's coming anytime soon.
Who
Yeah.
shot the video?
My boss, Sydney Tucker, is directed
He
by him.
directed the video.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't wait to see that. Come
Yeah,
on, man.
definitely.
All
He's a
right. You
director.
people are keeping the money in the family.
Yeah.
I like
Ah.
that. I see.
Everybody.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Now, at the moment, who's your favorite female artist?
My favorite female artist. Who would I say? I'm not sure I got a favorite female artist. I do. Yeah, of course I do like Tems. Yeah, definitely.
Huh.
She's like,
I thought you would go for Ayra Starr, but okay.
nah.
Why Tems?
I might go for, but Tems is just unique. Like Tems have that vibe.
Ayra
Like
Starr is not.
Arista is unique, of course.
Okay, sorry. I don't. I'm
Arista
just.
is unique.
My job is question.
Yeah,
Yes.
Arista is unique. Yes,
Huh.
she is. But I just feel like when it gets to Thames, for me, I'll choose Thames because Thames kept me like musically like okay, I do want to write something if I listen to Thames.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Got
Thames
you.
get
Got
me in
you.
that mood. Yeah.
Nice. How about for the male side?
Male side, I think Burna Boy.
Huh.
Yeah, Burna Boy.
Outside that line.
Sometimes I roll with
Nice.
Davido and Wiz because I did grow, my entire childhood was listening to Davido because my senior bro looked like Davido. Like
Ah,
100%, he
have
looked
you met
like.
Davido yet?
Yeah, I did.
How was it?
Yeah, it was like fantastic actually. Before I dropped my first song, we
Oh,
met him before I dropped
okay.
my first song. Yeah, my senior brother looks like Davido, so every time he got this Sony Ericsson phone at that time, plays Davido all the time, made me forget that there was other artists. I just listened to only Davido.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but coming up, artistic vibe, I learned to like get used to
Inspiration
other,
and
yeah,
stuff.
get inspiration from other artists, and I think, yeah, Burna Boy gets me in that state. Burna Boy and Davido basically gets me in that state.
But should we expect the record with any of them, both of them?
All of them, Burna Boy, Whiskey,
They go
Davido,
did the project this year.
they, by God's grace, if they do not want to date, I will go and make them date.
Okay. I was looking forward to that, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, I appreciate you for coming. Thank you so much. Now, before you go, please, motivation is a lot for me,
Okay.
because your mental health is of utmost importance and priority. So, the best you can do without doing giveaway is also just, is also just letting them know if you're to motivate people or let them know, you told your story already. How would you motivate people watching?
Um, just believe God can do the undoable. Yeah, that's it for me. Like looking back at 3 years ago, so I wouldn't believe I would be somewhere here. Yeah,
It's deep.
I think I would be a mechanic still working there. But look at me
You
now.
supposed don't graduate, Abby, if you were still a
No,
mechanic.
it will remain like 1 more year, like next year.
All the people in the mechanic workshop now,
Yeah,
what's the story?
they're
With
like,
them and you, like, do you still talk to any one of them?
yeah, my boss was like my guy. He was a young
Ah,
guy, so like,
is he still your
yeah,
guy too now?
yeah,
Is
definitely.
he the one fixing your car currently?
No.
Yeah, why not? Ah, you
Because we
don't
ain't
trust your
really,
guy.
no. We ain't really got car issues actually recently. We've not really.
Mm. Okay. I love the energy.
Yeah.
Look, man, thank you so much for coming. As I
Thank you
said,
for having me.
guys, make sure you go stream all his records. They're fantastic, especially Jolie
Yeah.
at the moment. Also, watch out for the live performance session. You would absolutely love it. He is mad talented.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Thank you. Yo guys, it's your boy Khaid. I'm live here at Echooroom. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. You know the vibe. Let's go.